This is the 31st of October. And yeah, today I'm gonna tell you 3 stories. And I'm gonna put down below a link for a playlist I made for you with scary or Halloween-like Visual K songs. But I'm also gonna talk later about the Visual K playlist stuff and so on. So today I prepared 3 stories, like I said, on a Netflix playlist, or no, I'm gonna write down in the description some movies I recommend to you for your 31st for today and for Visual K to the playlist, like I said. Today I'm talking about taking everything very serious, more than the other days, because it's the 31st, okay? We're gonna take this shit serious today. Let's begin! Story 1. Teke Teke. Teke Teke is the name of a fictional monster being, not human being, monster being. It's described as a spirit of vengeance, or in Japanese, onryo, or monster. It looks like a young woman without abdomen. No legs, no ass, nothing. And yeah, she's bad. She walks on her hands or elbows, or she crawls forward with the help of her forearms, like, yeah. But even with moving forward like this, she's still fast. Her name comes from the sound she makes when she's moving. Teke teke, teke 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 teke. It's told that she has a sickle with her and is lying in wait for people at abandoned train stations. I mean, what do people do at night at abandoned train stations? Alone? Or whatever? Like, I wouldn't go there. Never. Even a day. Just for cool photos, right? Yeah, but that was it. That was Teke Teke. Story 2. Ghosts in Fukushima. This is one of the stories that's actually real. This is one of the really true ones. Everything started with the stuff that happened in 2011 or 2011 in Fukushima. I mean, you all know what I'm talking about, right? It all started with taxi drivers, or it's just about the taxi drivers. 100 taxi drivers were asked, and just 7 of them told about something like this, so whatever. It all started with taxi drivers who all told about the same thing. They tell about real people who get into the taxi, but while they're driving to some place, they just disappear without a trace. Trace, right, master. The taxi drivers also get some calls sometimes where the person on the other side of the phone wants you to come to an address to pick her or him up from there. But this address sometimes doesn't exist, and at that moment when the driver is asking at the phone the other person, or saying it to the other person that this address doesn't exist, so yeah, then there is no one anymore. Also, once a taxi driver was asked by his passenger if he's dead. I mean, I also asked this one. The taxi driver when I'm driving with taxi, right? Takeshi in Japanese. Takeshi driver. I'm just kidding. But here's some ideas to solve this thinkings. I mean, actually, yeah. So I thought about kinda like, you know, people do often work way too long in Japan. That's why so many people die because of their job, because they work too much, overworking. It also has a special name, kinda, when people die because of their work. In Japanese, there's a special word for this. So maybe these drivers who saw the ghosts started to see things because they were so freaking tired. Or they just fell asleep and had some of these real feeling dreams, you know? Like sometimes you dream something and this is so real, and then you have to then you wake up and you're like, wait, this was a dream, right? Or not? Sheesh, I'm not sure. Yeah, like this. I can imagine both. The thing with the phone call and the question is simply to solve. Another person would thought this is funny. Did that. Maybe. Nobody knows the truth, right? Just these people. Story 3. Betobeto son. So don't go out. Especially not because of this. I mean, every story you can't go anywhere, and especially not at night in Japan. All the stories, yo, if you are like just 10 or 12, or if you're actually 30, 40 or 80 years old, yeah, can get in trouble outside because of these ghosts and so ghosts. So story 3, Betobeto-san. Betobeto-san is a very well-known yokai, but nobody knows what he looks like. You remember what yokai is, right? If not, watch the other videos, I'm not gonna tell you now. But nobody knows what he looks like, or whether he even has a shape, because of all you can hear from Betobeto-san are the sounds of his steps, from which he got his name. Cause Betobeto is the sound of traditional Japanese wooden sandals. You may know from Jiraiya, from Naruto. These sandals were like made of wood, and with like they're here, and then they are small, two small wood pieces down here. There's long wood piece, and then two small ones. And Betobeto. Maybe you ever been out alone at night and suddenly heard steps behind you, following you, but nobody was there when you turned around. There's no one, but there were still steps. But you stopped, and then the steps are gone, and then you walk and the steps are again there again. What if these are your steps? But nobody was there when you turned around. Then you were walking. Yeah, we're talking faster. Then you were walking faster, just to check if this steps also become faster. And then did you feel how your chest was slowly contracting, how your breath got faster and faster, and you broke into a sweat of fear and panicked more and more? No? Okay. Maybe it wasn't a person who followed you, but also not an imagination. It was just Betobeto-san. To sum up, he follows you at night. He just wants to feel your fear. That's what he lives on, your fear. But please still turn around. Maybe it's a bad person, not Betobeto-san. I mean it. Now I'm gonna prepare you for the visual gameplay. Look in my eyes, I look like a clown. I'm not good at doing the makeup. Because, yeah, I know it was, and I didn't put any eyeliner on, because I'm so bad at doing the eyeliner. Like, no! Just simply not. So now I'm gonna tell you about the visual case stuff. That you should watch out for, but still listen to it if you want. If you want to try out some new music you never listened to, then listen to Visual K. I mean, most of you never heard of Visual K. It's different to J-rock, like Japanese rock music. Well, like it's hard to explain, because some J-rock bands have also like a little Visual K looking style, but the music is different. It's also weird to say some stuff, because it's actually saying something to this makes wars, like it starts war. Oh, J-rock, Visual K, Visual K, everything is the same. No, it's not. But this is also false, because there are some things that are the same or they're similar. Whatever. If you want to listen to it, then be careful while watching the videos. It doesn't contain suicide. I just choose some Halloween-like songs or scary sounding or looking songs, or the videos are that scary. Some might be disturbing for you. Still, like I said, because what most of the bands I listen to in Visual K, or actually most of the bands, have stuff like suicide in it, or cutting open the wrist. I didn't put any suicide videos into it, okay? So, but be careful while watching the videos. Yeah, because it's about Halloween, not suicide, okay? I'm sorry. And yeah, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna start with a warning. Be careful while watching the videos. Some might be disturbing for you. Things like blood, monsters, bones and death are shown. None of this is real, but it might hurt your psyche. It's bad for your head. So watch out. But there is no suicide or anything, as far as I recognized. I just choose Halloween-like scary songs, but like I said, please do be careful and don't watch it if you are mentally unstable. If you do, then the fault of any kind of damages is yours, because I warned you. Also, some of the songs are a little more metal than Visual K, or actually Nocturnal Bloodlust. Bloodlust, yeah, is more a metal band. Or they were when I started listening to them. Maybe they changed. But don't mind that. It's still Visual K. As an half-knowing person, you maybe say every Visual K song is scary, but you're not completely not wrong, and but also not completely right. Not every song sounds scary, but still has scary lyrics, or a song sounds traumatic, but actually isn't about the traumatic topic. And when I say not every song is scary, I do not talk about the Cirque. That's completely different. It's always cute and happy. Looks and the sound of the music, even if the kind of music is sometimes similar or the hair. I mean, the lyrics don't have to be happy, but you know, there are Cirque bands and there are Visual K bands, and the Cirque bands have more happier concepts. Now that's it. Wait, one thing, I do not listen to all of the bands regularly. You know what I mean. But I listen to some of them, but not like that much. I listen to bands like Kisse, Diaud, Akme, but yeah, and others. Now that's it. Last song is the most creepiest or like most disturbing one. It's so crazy. I mean, they're all kind of disturbing, that's really okay, but yeah. So for the movies, I'm sorry, I just can't tell you about Netflix movies, and I'm also gonna write down some YouTube movies, or movies that are that someone was loading up on YouTube. Yeah, sometimes there are movies on YouTube for free. So yeah, but I have some Netflix shows or movies that are, I call this category, if you don't want to get scared but want to get Halloween vibes, then watch these. But there aren't that much movies for that, for like the Halloween vibes, just for if you don't want to get scared but want to have a Halloween movie or a scary movie which isn't actually that scary, or it's more like movies for kids, but it's cool. I also watched some very cheap movies last year on TV, but I liked them because they gave me these Halloween vibes. Okay, and I have an anime recommendation for your evening, or Halloween evening or night or day or whatever. And yeah, this is Taliban Hanako-kun, because I mean this anime kind of fits the day, right? Or like the whole season. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is actually and sadly the last video of our lovely Halloween special. I hope you really enjoyed it. I'm gonna buy myself a good program to cut the videos soon. I mean, it's kinda poor cutting with Windows Movie Maker, right? But I told you about the storage troubles my computer has because yeah, that's why I don't buy a program, because it wouldn't work on my computer, because my computer is like fucked up in his mind. I mean, it doesn't have a mind, but you know what I'm talking about, right? I wanted to buy some vampire teeth, but there weren't any. Goodbye! I don't know what happened to my hair. I mean, it was kind of good looking for the style, right? No, right, you don't know, huh? But it's... I don't know. It just died. Like, it was like very good and so on, but it was way too long to do like this more like up hair. Because I did that and it looked weird because it was too long, like I said. So again, my eyes, I hope it's focusing now, or it's focused. I look like a clown, like I said. Also because of my lips. I don't know, it doesn't fit me. But clowns are Halloween too, right? Goodbye. Yeah. This is the 31st of October. About the roll up. So yeah.
Vengeance.
Yeah. Guys, this is a story. God, is someone having sex or what? I spit on my phone, man. The taxi drivers, yeah. Yeah. This is funny, I don't know. Oh, that's not good. So first song is Oboreru Sakana, so drowning fish, that means drowning fish. By Dataroma. They're one of the most famous bands, I would say. Welcome to Ghost Hotel by Pentagon. Creepy by Divi Love. I'm sorry if I say something wrong. Desperate by Naction and Blacklist. Dogma by The Gazette E, also Undying by The Gazette E. Kisuato by Kisu. Escort by Ramya, also Walpurgis, and Cry Clown by the same band. Echo is by Royce or whatever. Monsters Party by Lead Speak Monsters. Neva or Neva is Neva by Axk or whatever. Haretsu by Xaxa. Also the song Suibatsu. Then Makuro Kaitai Chainsaw by Akume, or may some of you also say ACME, even if it's false. Paranoia by Article. Popcorn Monster by Pentagon, and Advent of Slaughter by Insanity Injection. That's the last song. So, and I forgot Civet by Datura. So that's it.